Good morning friends, welcome back to Parnika tutorials. In this video, I want to discuss about Lambda expressions and instance of operator in detail. So I sincerely request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. First, let me discuss about Lambda expressions, then I will discuss about instance of operator. Now, look at here. We have various programming paradigms like functional oriented programming, object oriented programming, procedure oriented programming. We already know about object oriented programming, like the programming language which supports the object oriented concepts such as object, class, inheritance, encapsulation, abstraction, polymorphism. That programming language we'll call it as object oriented programming language. Similarly, we have functional oriented programming. Now, Lambda expressions is an introduction to functional oriented programming in Java. Functional programming is a programming paradigm. It is the mathematical way of solving a problem. You can just correlate your functional programming as mathematical function. So functional programming is always based on the lambda calculus. So I can say Java lambda expression are Java's first, or I can say lambda expression is Java's first step into functional programming. And the lambda expression is an anonymous function. I can say it is also a function. Normally functions will have the name, but when it comes to the lambda expression, it does not have any name and it does not belongs to any class. So it is an anonymous function that does not belongs to any class and it does not have any name. Okay. Now another beauty about the lambda expression is it makes the programming very simple. So it provides a clear and concise way to represent a method interface via an expression. We will have the argument and we have the expression, or I can say we'll have a set of parameters and then we will have the arrow operator and a particular expression. Okay, so now let me discuss about the functional interface. What is a functional interface? You already know about an interface. Interface will have at least one abstract method. What is meant by abstract method? The method which does not have any implementation. Okay, so functional interface is an interface that contains exactly one abstract method. Okay, let me discuss about the functional interface. Functional interface is an interface that consists of exactly one abstract method. Now we can implement this abstract method in the class which derives this interface, or I can say which implements this interface, and then we will create an object for that one and we can access. All these things we can discuss practically with a program. Even this abstract method can be implemented using the lambda expressions also. Now what I will do, I will go to the desktop, Java programs, and let me click on the new text document and let me save this program as let me give the name as lambda demo.java. Let me click on the yes. Let me open with notepad++. Okay, now let me write interface test. As this interface will have only one abstract method, then I can say this one as functional interface. Okay, so let me have a method called display method which does not have any implementation. Okay, so now this interface has only one abstract method. I can say this as a functional interface. Now you can have a annotation called functional interface. It is an optional one, so let me write here functional interface. Okay, functional interface always have exactly one abstract method. Now I will use one class called test1. Let me give the name as test1, which implements this interface called test. Okay, now let me write here public void display, and let me write a statement like system.out.println. Okay, welcome to Parnika tutorials. Welcome to Parnika tutorials. Let me close this method and let me close the class. Now let me have the main class, which the name of the main class should be the name of the Java program. So here it is Lambda demo. Now as it is a main class, so it should have the main method public static void main string args. Okay, then what I will do, I will create an object for the class called test1. So how to create an object? Test class name, object name, new class name. Okay, then using this object I can invoke or call the method called display. Okay, let me close the main method, let me close the class. Now to compile and run the program, I will go to the command prompt. You know that all our programs will be there in the desktop Java programs folder. And now let me compile the program. What is the name of the program? Lambda demo.java. There are no errors. Now let me run the program lambda demo. Now we got the output as welcome to Parnika tutorial. So what we have done is that we have a functional interface. This functional interface, I can say this one as an annotation. Okay, either you can write this one or you no need to write it also, so it is an optional. So you have one interface called test. In that interface you have a display method. That display method implementation you have done in one class called test1, which implements this interface called test. Then I have a main class. In that main class I have created an object for the test1. Using that object I have accessed the method called display. This is the one way you can implement the, or you can provide the implementation for the abstract method. Another way is that we can use the anonymous class. For anonymous class you no need to have the test1 class. In the main class itself we can do that one. Let me write that code. Okay, let me have this one test1 ob new test1. Okay, not test1, this should be test, because you are creating an object reference for the test. Okay, let me write override. Okay, capital O override, and then let me write here public void display. Okay, now here I am writing the implementation, which is system.out.println. Okay, let me write here please like, share and subscribe. Okay, let me end this method. Let me end with semicolon. Okay, let me save this program. Everything is perfect now, but one mistake we have done. We need to call this display method. Okay, so where I have to do after this one, so I will write ob.display. Okay, let me save this program and let me compile the program. Is there any issue? There is an issue. What is that? Display void. Oh, this is the mistake. Let me remove this one. Okay, now let me compile the program and let me run the program. See, we got the output as please like, share and subscribe. So this is the way, another way you can provide the implementation for the abstract method which is there in the functional interface. And the third way, after Java 8, means from Java 8 we started using the Lambda expression. The Lambda expressions use is that it will provide the implementation for the functional interface. So it came from Java 8. Before that we used to use this anonymous class, which is useful for you to reduce the length of the code. Otherwise, without using this anonymous class also, we have discussed how to provide the implementation for this display method. Now let me discuss the same program using Lambda expression. So what I will do is that, let me write, okay, test some OB is equal to. Now let me discuss what is the syntax for Lambda expression. You will have the braces. Within that braces you can provide your parameters. If it does not have any parameters, then I will say it is a 0 parameters, or even you can have 1 parameter, or you can have multiple parameters. All these things we will discuss one by one with an example. Then we will have the arrow operator. Then let me write here system.out.println. okay, let me write here welcome to Parnika tutorials. Okay, let me end with the semicolon. Let me close this curly braces, end with the semicolon. Then I need to call the method called display. Okay, here OB is an object reference for the interface. Okay, now let me end with semicolon. Let me save this program and let me compile the program. Is there any errors? No. Let me run the program. We got the output as welcome to Parnika tutorial. So I hope you have understood how can we provide the implementation for the abstract method which is there in the functional interface. Totally we have discussed about 3 ways. Okay, one is that normal procedure, and another one using the anonymous class, and third one is using the Lambda expressions. Now Lambda expressions, we have already discussed the syntax. What is that syntax? You will have the braces, an arrow operator, and then what are the content you want to provide, you will provide within this curly braces. Now Lambda expression can take parameters just like normal methods, because methods also will take the parameters. So similarly Lambda expression also will take the parameters, but the difference between the methods and Lambda expression is methods will have the name, but Lambda expression does not have any name. Okay, now look at here, we can provide 0 parameters. If it is 0 parameters, within this braces you will not provide any parameters. Whatever the implementation you want to provide, you will provide within this curly braces. If you want to provide single parameter or one parameter, okay, whatever the parameter you want to provide, you will provide here. Let me write here p1 is my parameter, and then I will use the arrow operator, and then whatever the implementation I want to provide, I will provide within the curly braces, ends with semicolon. Even you can provide multiple parameters. Suppose let's say that I have a parameter p1, parameter p2, parameter p3. Okay, like that also I can provide. Okay, now we will discuss with one example about the 0 parameters, 1 parameter, and multiple parameters. Now let me go to the lambda demo.java. Now you can see here how many parameters we are passing. We are not passing any parameters. So this is an example for the 0 parameters. Now let me discuss one example where you have 1 parameter. So here what I will do is that, let me write int a, then I will pass, okay, let me take int a is equal to 10, then I will pass the a, okay, or simply let me remove this one, okay, then a, let me print the a value is the a value is, let me provide the concatenation and a, here I will provide the value 10. Now look at here, let me compile the program, and now let me run the program. We got the output as the value is 10. So we have discussed one example where the lambda expression takes one parameter. Now let me discuss one more example where it takes two parameters. So let me change the method name, let me write it as add. Okay, so then I want to pass two parameters, so a comma b, and then I will compute the result. Okay, some int r is equal to a plus b, and then I will write the system.out.println, the sum is, or the result is. Okay, the result is, I will provide here r. Okay, then here I can provide 10 comma 20. Here I need to change the method name as add. Okay, now let me save this program. Okay, let me compile the program and let me run the program. We got the output as result is 30. Now this add method, okay, which is there in the interface test, you can provide multiple implementation. How it is, let me discuss it. Okay, let me copy this entire one and paste it here. Okay, now look at here, what I will do here is that instead of performing the addition, I will perform the subtraction. Okay, then I will write the result is, or I can say the difference is. Okay, the difference is, okay, let me, the difference is, I will write plus r, and here what I will do, instead of ob, here I will write ob1 dot add, here I will write some 400 comma 100. Now let me save this program. Okay, and now let me run the program, and now look at the output. The result is 30, the difference is 300. So one method called add, we have provided multiple implementations using the lambda expression. I hope you have understood about the lambda expression. Even we can provide the return statement, because normal methods we have the return statement. Similarly here also we can provide the return statement. So how I will do, I want to return integer value, then I will write int here, because now this add method will return an integer value. Okay, so let me write test ob is equal to a comma b, int r is equal to a plus b. Instead of printing the result here, I will return the r. Okay, then I will print this r value here, system.out.println. Okay, the result is, let me write plus r. Okay, let me remove this content. Now look at here, let me save this program, and now let me compile the program. Okay, what is the issue? Variable r value you need to store somewhere, am I right? So result is equal to, okay, then finally you can write a result. Okay, let me save this program and let me compile the program. Again, what is the issue we are getting? Cannot find symbol result. I need to write, this is Java, right? So you need to write int result. This, if it is Python, you can simply write result. Okay, now there is no issue. Let me run the program. We got the output as the result is 30. See, Python is what? Dynamically typed programming language. You no need to declare any variable. But when it comes to the C, Java, C++, they are statically typed programming language. So you need to declare the variable. So you need to provide the data type. Okay. So now we will discuss about how can you capture the variables. You know that totally we have three types of variables. One is a local variable, instance variable, static variable. Okay. So how can you access the static variable and local variable using the lambda expressions? We will discuss now. Okay, so I have written the interface test. Okay, let me write the display only, void display, and then a class lambda demo, and I will provide one static variable. So I will write static int svar is equal to 100. Now I will try to access this static variable inside this lambda expression. So I need to provide the default one, and let me write here, okay, system dot, okay, what I will do for better readability, let me write here system dot, okay, out dot println, system dot out dot println, and I will write here, okay, the static variable is, if it is a static variable, we need to call using the class name. So I will write, okay, concatenation is done with the help of plus operator. Then what is the class name? Lambda demo. Then static variable name is svar. Okay, similarly what I will do, I will create one local variable, okay, int local var is equal to 1000. Now I will try to print this local variable. So here I will write system dot out dot println. Instead of writing the static variable is, I will write local variable. If it is local variable, directly you can access it. Okay, how can you do it? With the name. What is the name of the variable? Local var. Okay, let me close this one, and let me have the closed curly braces here and end with a semicolon. And now let me close the main method. Already we have closed, and we have done this one. And now what I need to do, I need to access this display method. Okay, now what I will do, let me save the program, and now let me compile the program. Okay, what is the issue we are getting? Error x. Oh, we did not close this one. Okay, and here we should not, and here also we forgot, and this. Okay, now I have done the necessary changes. Let me compile the program, and there is no issues. Let me run the program. We got the output as the static variable is 100, the local variable is 1000. I hope you have understood how can we access the local variable and static variable in the lambda expression. Okay, so this concept we will call it as variable capture. Okay, now what I will do is that I want to have one object variable, okay, and I want to pass using another method. How can I pass the entire code of a lambda expression as a one parameter using another method? So what I will do is that I will write this entire code. Interface test is there, and here I will write void add, okay, int x comma int y. Okay, then I will write lambda demo, and let me remove this one static int var, and now let me close all this one. Look at here, what I will do, I will write test t1 is equal to, I will pass two parameters, int x comma int y, and then I will write the implementation. Okay, so what I will do here, int r is equal to x plus y, system dot out dot println, the result is, let me write plus r. Okay, let me close the lambda expression and end with semicolon. Now what I will do, I will have one class called, okay, test1. Okay, so what I will do, class test1, and I will write here what, static void execute. So one static method I am providing here. It will take three parameters. One is test and t, and then int x comma int y. t dot add, and I will pass the x value and y value. Okay, now let me close this one. Now what I will do here is that I will call this execute method. Okay, using what? As it is a static method, I need to provide the class name. What is the class name here? Test1. So I will write test1 dot execute, and I need to pass t1 as one of the parameter, and then x value and y value I need to pass. See, look at here what I have done. Let me discuss it for you. I have created one functional interface. What is a functional interface? An interface which have exactly one abstract method. So we have add, which is an abstract method which does not return any value, so we have provided void. So I have taken one class called test1, where I have one method called execute, which is a static method. So it will take three parameters. One is an object variable of the test interface, and then x and y. Then I have called the add method. Okay, now here in the main class I have provided the lambda expression, and then I have called the execute method, which is a static method. So as it is a static method, without creating the object with the class name, I can call this execute method. So I am passing the entire lambda expression with the help of this t1, and I am providing the x value and y value. Let me save this program, and now let me compile the program. Okay, what is the issue? Test t1 x comma int y. Okay, we forgot to provide the arrow operator. That is very important. Forgot to close this class called test1. See, all these mistakes will happen. Okay, now let me compile the program. Now there is no errors. Okay, now let me run the program. We got the output as the result is 30. So like this, you can pass the entire lambda expression as one parameter to another method. I hope you have understood about the lambda expression. Now let me discuss about the Instanceof operator. What is the use of this Instanceof operator is, you want to verify whether a particular object belongs to a class or not. If it is belongs to the particular class, then it will return the true, otherwise it will return the false. To explain in a better way, let me create a new text document, and I will write here, okay, instance ex.java. Okay, let me click on the yes and open this one using notepad++. What I will do is that I will have my class called instance ex, and then let me write public static void main string args. Okay, and then let me write here what I will do. I will create one string variable called str. Okay, then what I will do, I will assign some string to it. Welcome to Parnika tutorials. Now str is what? Is an object for the string class. I want to verify, is it really an object for the string class or not? What I will do, I will write if str instance of what string or not, I want to verify. If it is really an object for the string class, then instance of operator will return the true. So then what I will do, oh, this is Java, right? Now look at here, system dot out dot println, I want to return yes. Okay, or I want to print yes, else I want to print false. System dot out dot println, I want to print no. Okay, let me close the else, let me close the main method, let me close the class. Okay, what I have done is that in the main class I have created one object called str. For which class? String class. Then I am verifying is str is an instance, is an object of string class or not. If it is so, I should get the output as yes, otherwise I should get an output as no. If you want to verify, let me compile the program called, what is that, instance ex. Okay, instance ex dot java. Let me run the program, java instance ex. Now you got the output as yes. Similarly, what I will do, I'll create one more class called something example. Okay, example class, and then I will have one variable, some p, which is an integer variable, and assign some value 10. Now what I will do is that I will create an object for this example class. So example e is equal to new example. Now I want to verify is this e is an object for the example class or not. So what I will do here, if e instance of, for which class you want to verify, for example class. If it is so, you should get the output as yes, else you should get the output as no. Let me compile the program and let me run the program. See, we got the output as yes. Okay, I hope you have understood about the lambda expression and instance of operator. If you still have any doubts related to this concept, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.